Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who video here on my channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the 5 things we know about Jodie Whittaker's final episode of Doctor Who. Now of course we've just had an amazing story, Legend of the Sea Devils, which aired on BBC One on Easter Sunday just gone. If you haven't already seen that episode, then I would recommend checking it out over on the BBC iPlayer. Now after watching the trailer, it blew me away, and I'm sure it probably did the same to you guys as well. Drop me comments down below. What did you think? What were your first initial impressions of the Next Time trailer for Doctor Who? And with that being said, we're going to dive in right away and have a look at the 5 things we know about Jodie Whittaker's final episode of Doctor Who. So starting off with number 1, some former companions will be returning, and I just can't believe I'm saying this, but ready, brace yourselves, here it is. Of course, Tegan Jovanka, played by the lovely Janet Fielding, and Ace, played by the amazing Sophie Aldred, are returning to Doctor Who. Tegan and Ace in Doctor Who. This is 40 years plus in the making. We haven't had Tegan on our screens for nearly 40 years, and we haven't had Ace on our screens for nearly 30 years. I cannot believe it. I actually love Ace as a character so much, I actually named my little cat after Ace. Of course, many of you will know that, but yeah, what does this mean for the episode? I mean, it's gonna be a cracker, it's gonna be incredible. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be airing around about October time, potentially early November, to coincide, of course, with the BBC Centenary Special Edition 100 years. Look at us, we're really old and we're still making programs. So, as I say, Tegan and Ace back on our screens. I mean, the speculation is just going to be rife at this point. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think their involvement is going to be? Now, of course, there is a little scene where we see them kind of talking together, and also we see them shooting at most probably the Daleks, which is just incredible. I'm so hyped about their return. Of course, we had the likes of the beautiful Sarah Jane Smith, played by Elizabeth Sladen, and also Jo Grant, played by Katie Manning. They've returned, but now we have Tegan and we have Ace. It's only a matter of time until they bring it back Adric, I guarantee it. Number 2, of course, is the Master is making a comeback. Sacha Baron Cohen, no wait, that's the guy that plays Ali G. Sacha Dhawan is coming back. Now, I absolutely loved his version of the Master that he played before Flux was aired, and I just really think he adds so much depth to the character, which is already amazing anyway. So I'm really hyped about that. Now, there's going to be some questions along the way. How is the Master going to fit into this story? Well, we will get to that in just a little moment. Now, the 3rd out of 5 of these amazing things that we know is that more old enemies, and I'm talking not only Daleks, but also Cybermen, are returning for Jodie Whittaker's final hurrah. Of course, the Daleks at this point pretty much are used every time there's a big event happening, and sometimes so are the Cybermen. And let's not forget the Daleks and the Cybermen have seen each other before, of course in the David Tennant era, but it looks like perhaps they're gonna be kind of coming back together for the first time for quite some time now. Now, I've got a feeling that they may play second fiddle to the Master, and by that I mean they may be just a little bit of furniture in the background, but who knows? There is a lot that's going to be happening in this finale for the 13th Doctor. Now, this leads us very nicely on to the 4th thing we know, and that is that there is going to be a lot of battles, because I'm talking Daleks, okay? I'm talking Cybermen, and I'm talking the Master, but also making his return, a Shard. And if you haven't seen the episodes with a Shard in, I really recommend going to track those down and see them, because he was a very interesting character. It's a guy that's turned into a Cyberman, but he's still kind of not quite converted, and he is incredibly creepy and brings a lot to the table. Now, of course, the last time we saw a Shard, he'd been shrunken down in just a little bit by the Master, but there's going to be some explanation, I'm sure. Perhaps the Master kept him alive because he knew he would need him again. Now I've got to give a special shout out to the design of not only Ashard, look how creepy he looks, but also the Cybermen as well. They kind of have the classic feel to them now. I love that. And of course, number 5, the Doctor's life is at stake. Now, I'm not talking about a steak that you put on the barbecue. I'm talking about her life being at stake. This is the day you die. Just let that sink in for a little moment. This is the day you die. Okay, so those words are pretty heavy, pretty hard hitting. It sounds like the Master is gonna have some kind of involvement in the Doctor dying and then regenerating. Spoiler alert, the Doctor will be regenerating into, we don't know yet, but the character will live on, potentially. But who knows, is this the end of Doctor Who as we know it? At this point, anything could happen. So, I am very, very excited about all of this that I've just discussed, and I'm sure you are too. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think is gonna happen in the finale? How is the Doctor gonna regenerate? What are the Daleks and the Cybermen and the Master gonna be up to in this story? What are Tegan and Ace gonna be doing in this story? And are we gonna see the return perhaps of Graham and also Ryan? Who knows? But let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. I will see you all again for another Doctor Who video very soon. Until then, take care and goodbye for now.
There's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
Thank you to everyone for watching another one of my Doctor Who videos. I fucking love you all. I do want to say a massive thank you to my VIP patrons of Mark Thomas, Chris TJ, Sammy the Dalek and Ben Taylor. And also thank you so much to all of my other patrons, Cybershade1, Boston Stew, Ryan Costa, Dalek Boss, Jeff316, James Griffin, Andrew23, Third Dr. John, Tiny Tower Kid, Flawless Reactor, Time Kid 88, Cyber Daleks, Gary Humbert, Simon Taylor, Penny and Amber, Samson Cole and Bev Richards. Thank you all so much for your contributions. You guys are helping keep this channel alive.